What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and we're here in the first ever Summit video in the Crew Motorfest. In fact, I don't even know if there's a loan car event. I don't think there was. So, not only am I not able to test drive Summit cars anymore, because you can't go into customize them at all, and you can't go into see them in the menu. Look, let me show you this. Right? If I go not owned, I'm not going to click on the new one, because that takes me to the Summit. But if I click on a different Summit car that I don't own, there's only like 3. You can see, I can't click on anything. I can't actually test drive it, meaning you can't test drive exclusive vehicles anymore. Weird way of doing that. But, right, that's completely besides the point. What isn't besides the point is the fact that we are now in the first ever Summit car Summit. The first ever exclusive vehicle. A premium Summit is what they call it. I'd never call it that, but it is called a premium Summit, where you get a vehicle as a reward for the live Summit. And we don't even have to drive over there anymore, because of course everything is now in the pause menu. We could go there through like 3 different ways. We could go into here and then scroll down to okay, I could have sworn you could go from somewhere here. Oh, well, clearly we can go to it from not owned. And the car we're going to be unlocking today, this thing, the Airfoil edition. How am I going to get a thumbnail if I can't drive it at all? Oh, no. I mean, I guess you'll see in the thumbnail, if there's a thumbnail on this video, you'll know if I actually got to drive the car at all. But this is the last one, yeah, so this one ends 4th of October, and then 4th of October is the beginning of the JDM month, and then that's when we get a brand new main stage. But let's go into the Summit. Let's see the rest of the rewards. What else have we got? I've already got those, and the other 2 don't matter. Do we get more legend points or anything? Did I not do last Summit? Okay, I'm glad there wasn't legend points last Summit then if I didn't do it, because clearly I skipped over it. But I don't need the money, and I've already got the vanity. They're motor pass vanities. And this Summit, we also have Rumble and Tumble Backfire. You can't see it, it's behind me. But Rumble and Tumble Backfire, I'm going to be doing a video on that because it's a boosted backfire vanity item, which you can get just by playing. You don't have to come any rank, you just have to finish 6 events. So, I've got everything, I hope, ready for racing. Let's, not to Quibble Cop on ya, but let's do this. And by Quibble Cop on you, I mean I'm gonna turn myself into a SidWaj AI, and that's gonna be the whole video. The whole video is just gonna be me lazily reacting to. Oh, you can see I was trying to grind parts. It's gonna be me lazily reacting in a Quibble Cop style video. That's what I mean by that. What am I actually looking for? Okay, I know there's a race. Okay, right. Okay, let me actually see the leaderboards. What's really annoying is you can't open your car menu in the Summit. Okay, what's everyone using? Camaro SS and CAR. Okay, I'm seeing a few more Camaro SS's than I am seeing CARs. Yeah, okay. So let's put our parts on the Camaro SS to begin with. Oh, and I do have 1 lonely Nitro Chemist part. I grinded for a fair bit. I grinded for a while, and I only managed to get 1 part Nitro Chemist. And I did max it out as well. There we go. It only goes to 5 on Extra Pump now. And I might end up throughout the week recalibrating these as well, right? Recalibrating is a lot cheaper now because it doesn't go up. It's the same price every time. If you don't know, every part has different affixes. Higher rarity parts have higher ones. And the 2 regular affixes you can change to anything, and you can do it way cheaper now, but you have to get lucky. You know, you have to sit here, grind, and wait till you get pure or extra pump. What you want to do is you want to get pure or extra pump on one of them, and before you max out the percentage, which is the middle one, you just get like a random percentage of what you already have, you want to quickly go over and get it on both, so you don't end up, while maxing out the percentage, get it at the top and then replace it with 2 that you need. Maybe you get what I mean. Like this, I got pure there, but instead of going through this and trying to max it out first, I'm gonna change the other one to extra pump and then max them both out, so I don't end up getting the other one above pure and then have to swap it out. Also, why are these so low resolution, right? Like, these are weirdly really low resolution. It's off-putting how, like, surely it's a brand new game, fellas. You could have redone every single one of these logos. Come on now. There we go. That's... Oh, on purple parts, you can only max out to 3.5. I need gold parts. Wow, that is gross. Ew. Oh, and also, Nitro Chemist only does 1.5 instead of 2 times the NOS, which it used to do in the Crew 2. And obviously, the white affix there, if you literally don't know anything, the set bonus, that you have to have every single part have that, and then it applies to your car. So, just by having one, it does nothing. And I'm not maxing all of those out right now. Where's the Summit? Here we go. Chevrolet in our Camaro SS. Where is she? There she is. Let's do it, boys. Ooh, okay. So this is American Racing is this one, which... I mean, a racing-themed playlist. There's only a handful of events it can be. Oh, we've got tire wear? Oh. We actually have to pit in Summit events? Wait, this might actually make it so there's an affix, which is your tire wears less. It's like iron grip, something like that. Which it's your tire wears less. That might actually be worth it in a situation like this. I mean, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe if it was a set bonus affix, so you could still have Nitro Chemist, but then, or not Nitro Chemist, still have Nitro boosted affixes, but then also have Iron Grip. I'm just gonna send it without pitting, because I'm gonna assume that's the strategy, right? I imagine pitting, the clock still goes up, so the strategy is to just send it. Also, quite nice though. I like this car. I used to like it in the Crew 2 as well. I like that it looks like a proper... The Crew 2 made this car. The Crew 1 made this car. So, it's not actually a real racing car, but it looks really nice for it, you know? I like it. And it's got the NASCAR logo on it. Oh yeah, and what I was saying before was... there's not really that many racing events in the game anyway. You know, there's like a... There's the racing playlist, one in MotoGP in the motorcycle playlist, and then one in Lamborghini. I'm talking about ones at the track, so I'm not just talking about road tracks, I'm talking about ones at the racetrack. So there's the whole of the pro racing playlist, Lamborghini, motorcycle playlist. I think that's all. So, you know, not a crazy amount. Like, if they did like if they did another racing themed playlist, they don't have many things to pick from. Also, yeah, I'm definitely sending this around the second lap. Come on now. To be fair, even in the touring races, I would normally go either lap 2 or 3. I would send it to lap 3 on the default tires. They seem to lose a bit less than Alpha GPs do, I think. Then again, I do think NOS is probably a bit more important than the iron grip, so I'm gonna go out on a whim and assume and retract my statement on maybe the iron grip affix is worth it. I mean, hey, this race at Sunset's quite nice, you know, it's quite nice. Look at it, looks nice. There we go, that was a clean run, 305. That had to have been pretty good. I mean, no one's got Nitro Chemist yet. I mean, some people probably do. Don Juan Song probably has Nitro Chemist, knowing him. I think I saw a video of his where he already had it, and I'm like, what are you doing? I don't have time to be doing all that. Here we go. So some people must. Let's check leaderboards. We are 387. That's not great, but it's not terrible either. The fact we have to pit in Summit events is unfortunate. Okay, yeah, so then, the way I manage my parts in this, because if you notice, if I go onto here, and then say I have Nitro Chemist on my other thing, now I can't put that part on, you know? What I think they should do is have the car here, then a gap, then show all of the rest of our cars, but just have select grayed out so you can't use it, and have the car for the restriction, one gap, and then every car, so you can actually jump over, grab which parts you need, and then put them on. That would be so much nicer instead of, now I have to load into this event, go to the car that has my parts on it, take the parts off because there's no part switch, and say this was a more specific restriction, I couldn't do it anyway. Now, I have to go back out, then over to the other event, then upgrade, and then put these parts on. Like, the other option is go into the pause menu, right? So, like, while you're here, go to here, then go to vehicles, then filter, find what you need, then switch them over, then go back over here, then go back into the Summit, watch 2-3 sets of the animation, go in here, then go into the event, and then have to select the car anyway. It's a dumb system. Give us every car to be able to be seen when we're selecting. Please and thank you. Here we go, though. Corvette in which race? Is going to be another Alpha GP one, or is it going to be a touring one? This looks touring, unless we're going left at the start here. This is a touring one, so 5 laps. It's the one we normally do in the Senna. It's like 24 hours of Hanauma or something like that is the name of this one. Also, a very nice looking touring car I've made myself here. I went through and customized all my touring cars, so... or racing cars, I guess. What a childlike name to change it to. They went from circuit cars in the Crew 1 to touring cars in the Crew 2, and now they're just called racing! Racing! Yay! Racing! Yeah, whatever. It's dumb. Now, I don't think I'm gonna be able to send it in this one. I think it's just gonna actively be not worth it. So I'm gonna pit on the 3rd, is what I'm gonna do, so I can have a good sprint to the finish. I'm playing, obviously, lowest difficulty, I think. I don't remember playing lowest difficulty, but I must be. And then, of course, on top of that, I don't have to worry about them ramming me, so I can actually just focus on getting a good time. I mean, it's not done a crazy amount. I would argue to say it's done a 5th, which is perfect to go every lap, but I don't want to go every lap. You know, the last 2 are going to be torture. So, I'll feel this car out. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I'll feel the car out by the 3rd lap, because then they will have been getting decently worn. And from that, I can gauge, okay, should I pit? Because some cars, you just don't need to pit. Like the bolide, you could go the whole race in a bolide and not need to pit at all. Same with stuff like the 4GT and Hypercar. If you do these events in Hypercar, that thing just doesn't need to pit as much. I imagine it's because of the whole every car's been individually modeled. Like every aspect of every car's been individually modeled. With how much more powerful NOS is in this game, I'm curious to see what a full Nitro Chemist set would even look like. Because it seems like they've nerfed Slipstream and buffed Nitro. Which is good, to be fair. It means it's more skill-based, right? Instead of like, you're losing, but oh no, it's okay, you can just like camp behind someone and you'll be absolutely fine. Instead, you actually have to time your NOS properly, you have to do it properly. Some tips, NOS is more powerful at the top of the tank, so you always want to use like your top half of NOS is what you're better off using. And also, Nitro is always more efficient when used in a straight line, not coming out of going into or through a turn. It's always more efficient in a straight line. Ah, the rumbles are consuming my tile grip. Ah, and I'm understeering and there's smoke and everything. Oh, no. Okay, yeah. They're not long enough laps to really gauge it. Let me try this turn. Let me really feel it out. It feels like it could make it, you know? It feels like it could make it. But I just feel like it's 2 laps. I feel like I could make up the time with fresh tires, you know? So I think I'm gonna pit. This feels risky. Yeah, the timer keeps going. Cost me a lot of seconds. That's a lot of seconds to have to make up, you know? Like, would I have lost that many seconds with no tire wear? I guess we'll figure out now that we have the fresh tires and we can really speed. It definitely feels better, but I don't know if it's faster, right? Like, that's just what I'm not sure, and I guess we'll find out. Also, what long events to pick for the goddamn summit, damn it. Oh, that geared very nicely there and turned very, very nicely. So maybe this is all beneficial. I'm actually going to lap people. Oh, no, that means I'm going to have to deal with ramming. Okay, I'm glad I pitted now. Because if I'm going to be actually lapping these guys this lap, it means that I would have been doing that on no tire wear with them ramming me through every turn because everyone drives as if you're not there. Which is really, really annoying, by the way. Also, Bessie is absolutely... She's back there, you know. I guess if you're named after a tractor, you drive like a tractor. Like, what? Bessie's way back there. Joseph. Thank you. Chelsea. Excuse me. On your left, Chuck. Okay, everyone is going really slow. Okay, what kind of car is that? That is a monstrosity. Why are you using that on a race like this? What is that, Dodge Charger? Yeah, I could tell a Dodge Charger from a mile away, man. That's me, man. That's me. I'm the Charger man. There we go. And that was pretty alright. I don't think that's gonna be a great time though. Maybe I should be playing on wheel to really maximize the. I don't know what that would maximize. I feel like I'd be driving better. I'm better on wheel than I am on controller, but I'm playing controller. What do we got though? We got 450. You know, it's top 10,000. If we do that on every event, then we'll come about 500, right? So I'm fine. I'm fine. Pardon me. How much XP do you get for this, by the way? 50,000? That's pretty good. That's like 1 grand race, but sure. Then Rumble Tumble and 2 randomly generated everything parts. Kind of dumb, kind of pointless. Oh, well done. I understand what this new... So instead of giving you a part set ever, like, they never give part sets anymore. They just give, like, 1 or 2 fully randomly generated... You can see it in this one. No, where could you... This one, sorry. There with Street. There's also there with Rally. And then here with Racing. You just get 1 part, which is maxed out, and it's randomly generated. I guess that's so you still have something to progress, because people used to be able to max out their cars instantly with the Summit. That's what I did for the Rookie to Icon 1000 series. And I guess also because if you missed an exclusive part set, they used to do boosted sets. And if you missed one, you just no longer had a competitive... you were no longer able to be properly competitive, because you didn't have a boosted set that you may have missed in a time you weren't even playing the game. I get it. I get why they don't do boosted sets anymore. I get why they don't do entire sets anymore. Except it's done when you already have a spec maxed out, you know. Then they are just fully useless. Okay, what are we looking at? We are looking at Dodge Viper Competition Coupe. Seems to be what everyone's using. Alright, I can do that. What do we got here? We got this thing. Looks quite nice. This thing also looks pretty cool. This thing, no. Okay, I don't know why was it customized like that. Doing this event should get us the boost as well. Oh, wait, why haven't I done the skills yet? Okay, because they flipped it around. That's why. I need to go do the skills first, actually. What am I thinking? Okay, this is another touring event. I know this one. This one will be a bit interesting. The theme in this one's a lot simpler, right? The theme in this one is just like American race cars. So, you know, we're all in Dodges, so everyone's all in American Dodges. It makes sense. The movie week definitely did it a lot better. The American pop culture, I really loved how that one did it. It was John Wick's Mustang in an event with you as the Mustang, but everyone else is in like Escalades and SUVs and blacked out people in motorcycles, so henchmen. Then in the Jurassic Park one, it was all Jurassic Park cars, and in the DeLorean one, it was the DeLorean, and then a bunch of cars from the eras that Back to the Future goes back to, you know? It was a cool way of doing it. This one's a lot simpler, and it makes sense, alright? I guess it makes sense. Oh, this is the NSX event, I believe. I despise this event. This event sucks. In the NSX, at least. Hopefully this thing's better than the NSX. I guess we'll know by lap 3. I mean, I guess that first event, sorry, was technically a cross event, because it was originally an Alpha GP event that you instead do in racing. Okay, let's keep it steady. Went a bit wide there. It's alright, though. I don't like how much smoke comes out of this thing's tires. Like, even at the beginning of this race, there was a lot of smoke coming out of this thing's tires. I'm curious now, though, like, the amount you would have to nitro chemist, right? Like, nitro boosts you a lot, but the amount of time a pit stop takes, is it worth it to have all iron grip and not pit the entire time? Would that actually be quicker? I'm eager to see what people figure out in the end, because I know people will figure something out, and when I get that information will be relayed to you guys. This thing sounds quite nice, by the way. This thing is it's a nice sounding car, at least. You know what? If I was playing this Summit on my own, I would be properly taking it like I'd have my wheel plugged in. Is that a seatbelt in the dash? What the what? Why is there a seatbelt in the dash? What? Okay. What was I on about? Oh. If I was playing this on my own, I would properly, you know, I'd properly play it. I'd have the wheel plugged in and everything. They've still done a good job at giving the American racing car vibe, you know? I'll give them that. Then again, not enough NASCAR, but there's not actually a single NASCAR track. There was a NASCAR track in the Crew 2, but not actually a single NASCAR track in the Crew Motorfest then, I guess. Okay, the tires, I'm starting to feel them. I'm definitely starting to feel the tires. They are doing pretty rough, but even though they're doing rough, I can still drive with them, you know? Maybe I send it, you know? Maybe we go no pit. I'm going no pit. Sweet. Also, I'm not using rewind. I'm using back on track only. So I've turned rewind off. And on top of that, I love the animation of the car shaking when you brake on low tire grip. On top of that, rewind, even if I was using rewind doesn't stop the clock. It doesn't rewind the clock. You still get the timer going up when you rewind. So, you know, it's pretty useless. I would just back on track if I span out, I guess. Okay, so it's just the understeer, really, because it hasn't slid out even slightly yet. It smokes, but it doesn't slide out. But understeer is what I've noticed the most. Okay, compared to the Acura, though, the NSX in this event regularly, this thing might as well be... Oh, no! 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 I'm sorry. I'll pit. Okay, I'll pit. I'll pit. I'm sorry. I'll pit. Oh, no. I'll pit. I'm sorry. I'll pit. I'm sorry. Oh, no. I should have pitted on the third. Oh, no. Or after the third, at least. I should have pitted at the end of the third. Oh, no. Well, you live and you learn, I guess. You live and you learn. And you know what? Lesson absolutely learned. And I hope that's a lesson to all of you as well. Pit on the third. If you're really bad, pit on the second. Bessie! Bessie! Get out of the way. There we go. Oh my. What a ton of events. I didn't expect that, okay? I guess even if a car can hold tire wear really well, clearly what they've coded is if you get to bottom of tire wear, the car just gives out. Like, it just straight gives out. Yeah, I'm 1,600th in that event. That's embarrassing. Let's go do these skills. Oh my god, that is atrocious. We need a skilled set as well. Because obviously there's a boosted set you can get. Where, I will explain it actually. I think I have one lying around somewhere. This. So, their score breaker, multiply points in feats by 2. That one's just like a cheat code. That one you need to get. It's just a straight up cheat code. Like, that's exactly what it does. It just makes you get more points. But for now, let's hop in our not maxed out yet Alpha GP. Okay, I thought I'd have that maxed out, but here we go. And I wonder which way people are doing this, because you can do slaloms 2 ways now. So you know what, let me try both ways. I imagine there'll be a meta way. One is just easier to do. Maybe it doesn't matter too much, but alright, let me try it. Decent. I didn't nos much there. Let me restart. But head over to the opposite end. There we go. I see someone on my friends list there did it this way. And I think the same car as me. I couldn't really tell. I wasn't paying much attention. I just saw the name. He is in what looked to be a Red Bull, actually. But then again, I don't have a skilled set. Alpha GP definitely feels like the best for these, though, because this is crazy. It's not going to be like the Crew 2, where you can just use a Rally Raid car because it's got boosted, so you can just use a Rally Raid car and it'll do just as good. Instead, you actually have to use a proper thing now because there's no more boosted. There we go. That, I do think, was a bit better, I want to say. 106k. Oh, it's actually a bit worse. All right. Whatever. Okay, speed traps. I don't like speed traps. I don't like them. Oh, this one's clearly drag, though. I need to max out my drag. I still don't have maxed out drag. You know what? Of all the speed traps, this one's actually quite nice. It is the most straight road I've ever seen. Out of radius. No. Don't load me back. Okay, good. Jesus. It's nice of them to have all this way in radius. This must be, like, the only drag event in the game. The only... not drag event, the only speed trap which is actually a straight line, right? Because this is terrible. Here we go. Why did it spawn me up here? Also, they've kind of ruined drag. Like, drag cars used to be really good for making them turn and whatnot, but now they just slide out instantly. Like, they do not turn in the slightest. You used to be able to use wheel to manipulate them. Burnout, see if that does anything, and just send it. We don't have the gauge in free drive anymore. This is perfect. Oh, this is like the easiest one imaginable. There we go. I mean, I need to max out drag because that was only terrible because I don't have... Yeah, 94. I need to max out drag. Wow. Here we go. I'm just going to send this one this way because this way looks a lot less turny, I guess. There's this bit, but for the most part, it looks pretty alright. There we go. Going pretty okay as well. Oh, hello. I need to remember that this is a slalom and that they're going to make it difficult for me. Except for this one. This one seems rather simple. There we go. No, 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 no. Oh. Okay, we've actually managed to finish it this time. Pretty okay, whatever. Again, I need a skill set is what I need. Let me just verify that that is what everyone's using, right? Alpha GP cars. Let's go to the top. There we go. Ivory Tower. Okay, so the Ivory Tower is the meta. What a surprise. What a surprise. Ivory Tower made the car named after themselves. Meta. 10/10? That's a second. Nitro Time, Brickyard 400 was the Chevrolet. The Green Flag, Burnt Rubber, Top of the Game. They give them all unique names now. Like, they didn't used to have names like that. They did. Those aren't the names of the original events. They give them unique names. How long are they going to keep doing that? Long, I hope. Again, there's a lot of things in this game that take a lot of effort, but I'm just wondering how long are they going to do that? Like, these 3 pictures. These 3 pictures are unique to every single week. How long are they going to put in that effort, right? There was a lot of things they used to do in the Crew 2 that they then abandoned, right? Biggest culprit that I remember was the... Oh, this is the same thing. The biggest culprit that I remember was the hobbies challenges. They used to pick unique ones every week. Then they didn't. There used to be a specific, like, paragraph on each and every single summit every week in the pause menu in the hub, and they got rid of that as well. Okay, this one's Alpha GP. Good, I was hoping for that. This one we can survive a no pitter. Hey, it's the cool Corvette. I mean the bad-looking Corvette. I don't like that Corvette, actually. But it looks cool there, to be fair. It looks cool. It looks cool in a race like this. Oh, that was... Oh, well, there you go. There you go. I feel like goddamn Verstappen over here. I'm beaming. Especially so because it just seems like my car is just better than everyone else's. So now I really feel like Verstappen. And I imagine there's someone else in the exact same car as me really far back. That's just to make it look like my car isn't that OP, obviously. Perez. Oh, I took the braking line, but it sent me wide. I guess I should have been braking earlier than the braking line told me to. What? Also, 1 lap in and we've used just under a third. This isn't looking great. I mean, I get to listen to the nice-sounding car one more time. I don't have the terrible, terrible tires at the end this time. So, you know, it's looking alright. This event's alright. Yeah, okay. I'm supposed to brake before the brake line tells me to. That's annoying. Also, why has this thing got a number plate on it? Why does this thing have a number plate on it? What? This thing's a racing car. Why have they ham-fisted a number plate on it? Do all the racing cars have number plates? Since when? No, they don't. There's no... They're not... They don't have to be road legal. What are you talking about? Why? What? It's the first number plate I'm noticing on a racing car. I think it's over a vent for some reason. But there's no way. There we go. That was pretty simple. And we've kept the thing with tire wear that is usable. That was alright. What's the next event? Oh, did I even do the... Oh, no, yeah, I did do all the skills. I've already forgotten that I did the skills. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Right. Leaderboards. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Okay, clearly, I know I've talked to death about it, but parts is an issue. Ford, what's everyone using? GT Le Mans, that's pretty cool, to be fair. Let me do the whole thing where I have to go onto the other event and then take off the parts and then, oh, there we go. I have to do that. Then I can go through every single one and just do this. There we go. And then I go into the next event. And then, look, with parts like mine, it's not even that important to do. But if you finally get a Nitro Chemist set, it's gonna be important to do. It's nice that you can recalibrate here, I guess, you know, sure. They've given a lot of nice amount of things to do, be able to do in this section, which is nice, I guess. I'm still surprised I haven't finished Alpha GP maxing out yet. I could have sworn I would have. you know. There we go. Does this thing have a number plate? See, this thing doesn't. Oh, but the thing in front of me does. So does that thing? Is it just the Crew 1 made cars that do? Because everything I'm looking at is a Crew 1 made car that has a number plate. Weird that they... no racing cars should have a number plate. Why do... what? I guess it makes sense because, yeah, in the Crew 1, they were just regular cars with a racing kit on them. So they still had the number plate. But, you know, now that we're in the Crew 3, 2 games later, a decade later, you'd think they would have taken off all the number plates off racing cars by now. I know this one, or do I? Wait, no, maybe I don't. What race is this? Because it's a 5-lapper, but I don't recognize it yet. Is it the Senna race? No. Bolide race, I want to say, was the 24 hours at, and that's not this race. Why don't I recognize this race? This might be either the Lamborghini or the motorcycle one, because I don't recognize this at all. I recognize a lot of the other ones. I mean, I guess we've got tire wear though, and I don't think either of those two races had tire wear. The bike race definitely didn't. So, what event is this? Also, I'm gonna pit on the third. I'll pit on the third. Even though in a car like this, I could send it, but no, I realize now that I need to accept that I have to pit on the third. Okay, yes. This thing is definitely a car in which I need to pit because it's a car that slides. Okay, this thing likes to slide. And it's really annoying. And there. Can you see it a little? I don't know if you can see it a little, but this thing, we're pitting at the end of next lap. For sure. Maybe this lap. I can't make it an every 2-lap pit. Right? Like, I'm not going to pit on the end of second and the end of fourth. Right? Like, that's too much. 2 pits, too much. You know? I know you've got 2 pits, but like... you know. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. What? That doesn't look like a very safe place to stand. How do you even get up there? What? What was that? This looks like the bolide race to me. Maybe I'm wrong about the 24 hours at. Maybe the 24 hours at is the Senna one. Maybe this one. I've confused something here. Oh, it's shaky, and it's slidey, and it's painful. Come on, please. Please, vehicle, please. Yeah, this is definitely the bolide race. I remember coming out of that tunnel to that section in the bolide race. Oh, the way it shakes is scary. Okay, definitely gonna have to pit this lap. There we go. I hope it replenishes your full NOS, because I should have maybe fully NOSed into that. Full NOS? Full NOS? Tell me they refill my NOS too. Oh, it freezes your NOS, actually. Like, it doesn't... you don't get any NOS being in there. That's... dumb. They should have had like, ooh, like an on the run kind of playlist where like you're on the run from people and you just get 1 tank of NOS that whole thing, right? You just get 1 tank of NOS and then maybe you can get it refilled, but for the most part you just get the 1 tank. That would have been cool actually, I think. Okay, the thing is definitely already better, but it just feels like a slidey car to begin with, which is surprising. Like, is this really the best Ford? I mean, it might just be fast. You know what? It might just be fast. Because it might just justify itself, and it's better than the Raptor and the Mustang. I guess the competition isn't exactly great. The base Ford GT, not Le Mans one, may be the only direct competition, I would say. Because the other two have to suck, and this thing must only be fast. Oh, hey, Bessie. How you doing, Bessie? She's in the base GT, I believe. The one I was talking about. Hey, Joseph. How you doing? Joseph, it's always you and Bessie back here, you know. What are you doing at the back of the class always, you know? Come on now. You do behave yourselves. Always at the back. Okay. The last 3 positions are this old Ford GT, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, unless everyone's in these, but I don't... no, they weren't, I don't think. Okay, it's just the AIs don't know how to drive, okay? They just don't know what they're doing. That's why the Mustangs are all ahead of the Ford GTs. What? Yeah, that's why. I hope there's no Raptor in this race, because if a Raptor's ahead of the Ford GTs, the AIs, the Raptors ahead, I'd be disappointed in myself, truly. Oh, no, of course, it's this Ford GT. Yes. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. The Le Mans one is the best. Okay, I get it. I guess the base one sucks. And there we go. Pretty good, I would say. 8 minutes, an 8-minute event. God, what are you doing to me, Iredale? What are you doing to me? There we go. Ooh, 117 points. That's pretty nice. 630. That was actually worse. That was one of my lower rated ones, lower leaderboarded ones. And finally, for GT Le Mans again. I wonder if the people who get the summits ready are feeling the lack of other types of events, right? Like, I imagine it would have been nice to have an oval track here for a NASCAR-themed event, but there isn't a base event that's oval track, which is good, to be fair. I wouldn't want to play a base oval track, but, you know, I assume you get what I mean. Like, maybe it's limiting. Maybe it's limiting. Okay, we're in the 4GT against all American race cars again. The cool thing there. Honestly, the racing spec definitely should have been tier 1, tier 2. Because out of all of the specs, Street got a tier 1, tier 2 split where the lower power ones are tier 1 and the higher power ones are tier 2. So you got like the Lamborghinis and stuff in one tier, and then you got the Ford Raptors in another tier. But I feel like racing should have had the exact same thing. Racing is the only other spec where it makes sense. In fact, racing makes more sense because you've got stuff like this thing racing against a Ford in the same spec as a Ford Raptor. You've got a bolide in the same spec as a Mini, and there's a Mini. Also, like I said, with how there isn't that much event selection, I just realized there's 6 events in this summit, and you can, yeah, you can tell that they've basically cycled through almost every event from the pro racing playlist. This thing does kind of suck, and we've used up more than a third on one lap, which is worrying. I'm gonna send it for a no pit though, I guess. Oh god, we're halfway through this lap and we're already down to like, we're not even like halfway through. Why is it eating through so much tire wear? Oh god! Are we gonna have to pit at the end of the second? There's no way. Okay, the 4GT Le Mans seems to be a car that cannot handle the lower tire wear amounts. I also really want to be playing wheel right now, damn. Lower tire wear amounts it can't handle, and, well, it seems to eat through tire wear really quick. It must just be fast. Like, this thing must just be fast. Oh, we're gonna run out of tire wear mid-lap, but I'm gonna hope it's worth it. Oh. Let's just go easy on the car, you know? Let's just go easy on it. It's trying to spit out. It's trying to spit out so bad. Why does going hard in a straight line? Is it nitro? Does nitro use it up? Oh no, it's just going, I should have broke much sooner. I should have known that I've got no tire wear and should have broke way sooner than that. Oh no, I don't want to hit no tire wear again. Okay, let's keep her steady. Okay, sick. Just easy on the throttle. Easy. The Viper was better than this. God damn, the Viper was so much better than this at low tire grip. Okay, we're close. We're near the end. It's gonna run out. Help. No! No! I was correcting. Stop it. Yep, okay, looks like we're getting a rolling finish. See, now it's like if I pitted and I would have had that time set back, how long would it have taken me to catch up to me right now, you know? There we go. Good enough, you know? Could have been nicer if we lost it just a little bit later, like lost it here, or, you know. But whatever, I guess. And that's every single event in the first ever Premium Summit in which we don't use the car. So, I don't know how I'm gonna get a thumbnail of the car, because you can't test drive it either. Oh no. Maybe I lie to everyone, you know? Maybe I do one of those thumbnails where I lie, because I've done a few of those, you know? Thumbnails that, like, it's 3 cars in the thumbnail, but actually I just took 3 separate images and edited them together. That kind of thing. Pardon me. I might have to do that with this. Could I manage that? Maybe I could manage that. It's gonna be an edit job, but we will try that. Would be a lot nicer if we actually got put into a car with the right, you know, the right thing. Like, there's this image, but I can't use that for a thumbnail. Oh, yay, the crew 2. Look, the crew 2's in a summit as well. Woo. Whoa, hey, and now we got Motorfest pictures down here. That's actually a sick picture. That's a sick picture. What? My girlfriend will love that. I'm sending her that picture. There we go. Thank you to popular members, a special thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to star members, Danimal the Manimal, Grim Pepper, and Extreme Speed, and an insane top of the top thank you to Icon members, Extreme Speed, and HK in a